Okay, 1 o'clock in 13 seconds. Oh boy. Where are we again? Yep. Unsurpassable Justice with your host, Brother R.A., the brother who's always got something to say each and every day. And here, let me let you into the celestial suite of the R.A. Empire. Oh my goodness. And I will indulge this week. Yeah. Ooh, you see that little toy. And it's been quite the week. And we'll just take a... Okay, so, yeah, should I do that? Should I do that? Well, let's just shut up and get into the continuation of last week. OMG, the continuation. I ended up watching, I did that show and ended up watching myself. And unfortunately, I didn't get it uploaded totally to Google Photos. And dealing in this digital arena, this world, oh my goodness. Here, let me show you this real quick. Make sure y'all get, you see that? My TV, Brother R.A., My TV. And you see how it's the puppet, the television is the puppet, and do we control the media? Do we deal from a positive perspective of who we are as divine spiritual energies? Or do we allow ourselves to be, here, let me shut up real quick. I'm going to put this up beside my face. And what else do I need to indulge in? Is there something else I could be preoccupying my time as you watch the little screen? Okay. Wow. Real life. Something else. May 9th. Just about 1 a.m. And I opened the dial to read 256. Arbitrary. Meaning in life is arbitrary. Why ruin the universe with rigidity? And I just got through watching myself from last week's show. I tore that shit up last week. I'm on there tomorrow or later on today. It's 1 a.m. I'll be on there at 1 p.m. And my chi, my energy, my movement, my thought operating all within the aspects of myself. reveal to the real live audience and true public? And do I suck into the media? Do I reveal and reflect? Or, but my chi, my energy in leading me to read the Tao at this particular time, 256, arbitrary, and opposite 256 is 257, breakthrough. I haven't even begun to read these yet, but the chi and the energy in real life, mind over matter, what you think matters. The experience is how much am I going to share on air tomorrow? Will I be able to hook this up to the computer to play this back to the computer so it'll be on the big screen? Just thinking, after watching the trilogy of Jason Bourne, a Bostonian, melanin recessive individual, and the other, the accountant, the other Boston melanin recessive individual, Ben Affleck. I made reference to those stories in last week's show about who am I and what is life about? Which direction and which path am I going? And so my chi this week leads me to read Arbitrary and Breakthrough. And I'm just one of those aggressive thinkers that if I'm going to read it, I might as well perform it. Media, being that media professional, sharing that knowledge and information. But also knowing I got to learn to control and manage my data. And dealing in this digital world, because didn't last week I dealt with garden and farmers and garden, and in this chess game of life, melanin dominant with that liquid pineal gland, liquid referencing the ability to balance, because water is always balanced, and so level to the surface of the earth, the meditation and movement, the tai chi and the internal energy and the divinity and tapping into one's self, just exploding a lot of knowledge and information about melanin dominant black man thinking with a balanced pineal gland, moving through the 108 different postures, the 20-minute dance, moving beyond the denotative, the connotative, and into the abstract world of mind over matter. Alright, this is 6 minutes worth that I'm going to play in the air during the show later on today. And maybe reveal some more of the path that I'm on, that I've chosen in the game that I'm playing. Manipulation, mind manipulation. Are you an elephant stuck to the string, even though you could walk away? That string holding you to the stake? You're larger and stronger recessive inbred mutant albinos with a calcified pineal gland. I respect their work. Good. But who am I, Brother R.A. with a liquid pineal gland? Learning the balance. Understand harmony. Harmonic balance. And balanced harmony. In the mind. In the majesty. In the divinity of individuality. Think it's not illegal yet. Oh, I'm nervous, I'm scared. I'm going into uncharted waters, but this is real life, and have to have faith and strength and belief in oneself, in one's divinity. If I'm ministering the word that is written, and God told Moses, I am that I am. Now I, Brother R.A., am. I am that I am. Flexing my mind and my thought. My imagination, my positivity, understanding it's a balance in the 108 different postures in the Tai Chi, and dealing in the psyche of the mind, of the abstract, above and beyond the connotations and the denotations of the meaning and message of communication and words and articulation, but going deeper into one's mind, dealing in the side of the heart. Now, let me go ahead and read this. Arbitrary. 256. And breakthrough. Okay, so let's go ahead and do just as I requested of myself at 1 p.m. last night, and let's go into the depths. Where did my chi lead me to open 365 Tao to Arbitrary? Open to page 256. And as it describes whoever these ancestors were that compiled this information, I choose to follow this path with my energy if my chi can lead me to find such knowledge and media and information. Enough of the introduction. Arbitrary. Meaning in life is arbitrary. Why ruin the universe with rigidity? Why do we make the choices we do? After all, we do not have unlimited freedom to do things. We find ourselves constrained by our gender, our race, our economic circumstances, our personalities that were shaped both by genetics and the random processes of life. Talk about church ministry. Furthermore, we find that other people have their own ideas of what we should be doing. And they constrain us still further. A person born into one culture will have entirely different opinions than one born into another. They may both lead valuable lives, but they will most certainly differ in many respects. The meaning that they will find will come from different palettes. We cannot say that one person's life is more valuable than another's. Of all the people who have lived, have any of them been truly better than another? We see in their lives only the exercise of preferences and not differences of inherent meaning. All meaning in life is arbitrary. It is not tied to God, family, or self, unless we define it as such. Nothing in life gives us meaning in and of itself. I'm going to reread that one more time. Nothing in life gives us meaning in and of itself. It is we who assign meaning to the objects and relationships. We all try to make the structure of our meaning pretty, but in the end, there is no escape from the feeling that it is all arbitrary. It might be better not to ruin the universe with our own patterns. You talk about my chi led me. This is the path that I'm on. Arbitrary. Living in real life. Coping and dealing. Digital data. Last week when I made reference to garden and farmers' life being quote unquote simple, life is still simple. We just have to get our heads to understand the divinity within. I talked about my TV, books, talking about Boost School Performance, a parent's guide to a better grade, better grades fast. Black mothers, songs of paradise and celebration. Parents, melanin dominant with the liquid fluid pineal gland. And our brain has been contained within the media that we consume. We don't tend to reach outside. Today's songs, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder, Superstition. Should I be scared? Dealing with my chi and my energy leading me down this particular path? Let me continue on. Time 22 minutes. Brother already talks too damn much. I brought me a glass of water for a dry mouth. Where am I going? I'm afraid of what I'm going to say. I know I'm seeking, what's the name of the show? Unsurpassable justice. My chi led me to Arbitrary. After doing last week's show and dealing with that particular programming, watch then, and now watching this week, Ben Affleck, the accountant, and Jason Bourne, and I was so scared. I'm like, he was quote unquote military trained. Matt Damon, he acted his ass off. Love that brother. He knocked the shit out the park. Matt Damon, Jason Bourne in the trilogy. And it's like, wait a minute, am I going to be able to know everything and look everywhere and acknowledge everything that I'm coping and dealing with in my motherfucking life? And then I read Dow talking about arbitrary. Life. The meaning in life is arbitrary. Why ruin the universe with rigidity? Jason Bourne was rigid. He was calculated. Yes, melanin recessive, inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland, but rigidity. Now I am Brother R.A., the brother who has got something to say each and every day. I'm trying to tap in to all that I am. Operate outside the box of known media, deal in superstition. I picked those songs, but I listen to YouTube or put the phone on the damn and the songs come on, and why did that song come on just then? Stevie Wonder, Superstition. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Am I getting it on with myself? Am I understanding a cerebral communication inside? When I do the Tai Chi dance, I focus in there's different postures, all 8 directions. 8 directions in performing the dance. Gotta look, have the right slow meditative movement, and understand how to settle and relax deeper into myself. Tap into my individuality. tap into my divinity, tap into mind over matter. George Clinton said, think. It's not illegal yet. Am I always thinking? Did I let my guard down? Abuse isn't a good feeling. Being taken advantage of or manipulated. But do we manipulate ourselves, or can we get outside the box and maybe see from 8 different perspectives, or the full circumference of 360 degrees, see the circle, the sphere? As you draw the 9, it's the sphere at the top of the stem. You have a ball, 360 degree ball. Are you capable of allowing your chi and your energy to deal in all aspects of your brain, muscle, and mind? Your brain is the muscle inside here, but with your liquid fluid pineal gland on the back of the dollar bill, the third eye or the first eye, that eye, how much of it do you let it see? You only looking in one direction, or these 9 directions, or only that parameter of direction? How about look over here? How about look into here? Melanin dominant. I was born Brother R.A., slave name Richard Arthur, and do I just continue to play as Little Richie? Or do I mature and tap deeper into some consciousness and deal with Brother R.A.? And I, as R.A., working in the sphere of consciousness or cognizance, going deeper into the purity of my mind and my thought process, having a liquid pineal gland versus a calcified or hardened pineal gland. The liquid pineal gland allows me to see and balance. Liquid is always balanced or parallel to the surface of the earth. You can't tilt water. You know, if I have the water in my pipe and it's leaning, the water leans. It goes with the surface of the earth. Now, in the full 360 degrees of your mind, do you allow yourself to be parallel and see in 360 degrees? Is this too deep? Am I talking too... Here, let me move on. Time's running out. My chi led me to arbitrary. The opposite side of arbitrary. 257. Breakthrough. In late summer, heaven's breath is damply hot. It smothers the earth with dullness. Suddenly, thick clouds gather. A wave of polar air passes like a frigid lake. A frigid rake, R-A-K-E. Acorns fall like bullets, and a new wind breaks through. When the air is hot and humid, there is a feeling of dullness and stagnation. Everyone is oppressed by lassitude. As seasons begin changing, fresh air comes from the Arctic. Clouds that have been building up begin to dispense rain, and damp air is exchanged for fresh and cool breezes. At night, the heavens are changing so quickly that lightning flashes from coiling clouds and thunder heralds the revolving of the skies. The same is true of human life. If the heavens cannot endure stagnation for long. How can stagnation last with us? If we find ourselves blocked and frustrated in life, we must look for the inevitable outlet. Nothing is permanent. So how can your obstacles last? We need to look for the first opportunity to set things moving again. On the other hand, sometimes stagnation comes from our own laziness or incompetence. In this case, then it is we who must show initiative and stimulate a breakthrough in dull circumstances. As soon as we see a chance, we must act. Unless we engage ourselves and events fully, we cannot expect to act sufficiently. Wow, I did that? Damn. And God said to Moses, I am that I am. What is the I? The individual, one to go into the depths of self. Breakthrough. So, boost school performances, a parent's guide to better grades fast. I know the sister, Ayele Shakur. And I'm just saying, am I going to continue to be the TV and the puppet on the string? Be the elephant stuck by a piece of string? To a stake? And because I never challenged the string to show the strength of my I am that I am, my individuality, me going deeper and sinking into my Dan Tin and experiencing the cosmos, the universe, standing exercise, allowing the Earth's energy to rise through the balls of my feet, visualizing and imagining the core, the center of the Earth, tapping into the melting rock, allow myself to feel that energy rise up into my bloodstream, gather 2 inches below my navel in my dantian, the sphere in there. Have all of this chi, divinity, individuality, energy rise into me there. And then with my liquid fluid pineal gland, look up into the North Star, Orion's belt, the astrology, and that aspect of the universe. Acknowledge Earth as the third planet away from the sun. And I am a child of the sun, the S-U-N, U for open, you, me going into me, you open up to the universe, the one verse. Earth's energy rise from the core in me, and be an extremist that I have to go through the core and into that aspect of the universe and bring up that sun's lights, energies, and rays into my imagination, into my cosmos, through the balls of my feet, into my bloodstream, into my dantian, 2 inches below my navel. Inside of me, I am that I am. Allow the heavens energy to descend through my crown, the baby soft spot, my first eye, and come down into and think outside the box of normal. Life is arbitrary. Do I have a breakthrough? A melanin dominant black man working to survive in this chess game of life with my melanin recessive inbred mutant albino male children, dealing with mind control, and now everyone is consumed with making a dead slaveholder an inbred mutant albino image on $100 bill. Ben Franklin. Didn't I say abuse? I mean, being manipulated and taken advantage of is abuse. So I guess dealing with this aspect of my mind and brain and thinking, I'm just, life is arbitrary, breakthrough, and actually that's what I think I'd like to do, is make a phone call and see what occurs in this phone call on air. Arbitrary. Looking and seeking for a breakthrough. Feeling like being taken advantage of. um, because people have particular values, valuing that dead slaveholder, and wish to take advantage of me and get a hold of my slaveholders. And so do I continue to play inside the arena of reality? Or do I work to change the circumstances and situation at hand for myself? Do I, how much of my life do I wish to share with you? Let's make this phone call and see what happens.
Thank you for calling Apple. All representatives are busy on another call. Please hold the line while we connect you to an agent shortly.
Please hold while we connect your call to extension 1.
Thank you for calling Apple. My name is James. How can I help you?
Hey James, this is Rick. I'm trying to reach Jordan. Is he available?
Let me see. For what reason, sir?
He said that my cell phone would arrive sometime today. I'm just wondering if there's a location on where my Apple phone would be.
Let me have a look at that. Do you have a case ID?
Yes, the case ID is X29513. I just spoke to Jordan yesterday.
Let me have a look at that.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm expecting, as you can see, my phone keeps jacking up and acting.
Let me get you connected to Jordan, okay?
Thank you. See what happens.
Okay, and thanks for staying on the line. Rick, are you there?
Yes, Jordan.
Hi. Jordan is away today. He's slightly busy. He's caught up somewhere. This is John here, and I am the person that you spoke to initially when you had the problem. You called him. Apple, right? Do you recall that?
Yeah, I called into Apple.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, John. I was hoping to speak to Jordan because, I mean, he was the most clear on my situation in case.
Yes. Right. And were you well able to get the cards that he told you to get?
Yes, I got several cards. I got the Google Play card. I got the Apple card. Oh, the pass cards. Oh, you talking about the new one? Oh, the $2,500 Apple card. No, I didn't get a hold of that. I have just a little bit of money left, and I'm still working on trying to get somebody to work with me on getting that $2,500 Apple card.
Absolutely.
And
I like to tell you there's a new update that's really come up. Jordan is right out, and he's there right on the way to the office, and he should be here by another 15-20 minutes.
okay.
So what I'll do is I will hang up the call right now, and once Jordan comes in, I'll ensure he speaks to you.
All right. Thank you, John.
Well, I think he's the best man because the best man has all the latest when it comes to the updates of your information that's being handled. He's been really handling you pretty well, and he's really doing
Yeah,
a great job.
he's the
And
manager. He's the manager of the department.
right. So
The billing department.
Yes, so he's been really managing and handling your case very well. In fact, yesterday evening itself, he was very recommended in the office, for doing a good job for Rick. Because they said that Rick was in serious problem, and he's been really trying to take the whole problem out. He's been trying to take you out of the problem. So for that, Jordan was very well appreciated in the office for just managing your case. Yeah?
No, I appreciate him going to bat for me with the managers trying to get a different rate. But
there are about four managers that are working on your case, sir. Not one, not two, not three. Four guys are working exclusively on your case, sir.
on my case, and do you think I would get a refund of some of that money back? Or do I still have to get
really
the...
hope so.
I mean, what I was told is if I get the
Be
25...
optimistic. Be optimistic. I'm sure Jordan works means things happen for the good.
Okay, because I mean, what I was told is I needed the $2,500 card, and you could turn the value of the $2,500 card. Once I gave you that card number, you would turn it into $3,600. I would be able to get my phone and get a year's worth of...
Yes.
So, so will the phone arrive today?
I will. Jordan is the best man, sir. I just took the case, the call, because Jordan was not there yet to assist you. So, for that reason, I said.
Alright, so you expect him in a little while. So yeah, go ahead
In
and...
a while, and then he's going to be calling you back, yeah.
Alright, that'll be great. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. So, a situation mind over matter. What I think matters. Now, do I allow the situation to contain me? Or do I go deeper within myself and work and bend the situation Do I allow myself the experience of abuse or continued abuse? What people will do for dead slaveholders? So he kept cutting me off. But what I was told by this individual was I get the $2,500 Apple card, put that, and to buy these particular cards, you can go into Walgreens or a CVS or a Shaw's or whatever and get a particular type. They have the iTunes cards or the Apple cards or a Google Play card and what I was told too is for some reason the Apple servers went down and I gave them my money, the server went down, and to get the money back, and what they were planning on doing is after I spent the $2,500, they would give me back $6,000, including the $2,500. They would put that on a card, but okay, scam, because it doesn't make sense. How does this work? And the digital world last week I read the Dow dealing with garden and farmers, the simplicity of life. And how do I make my life simple with it after reading Arbitrary and Breakthrough? Do I make the situation bend around me? Is this too superstitious? Is there enough faith? What level of divinity and consciousness and spirituality after reading Arbitrary in the Tao? Random situation, arbitrary. Should I get wound up over dead slaveholders? Am I that big elephant? Oh, the string got me. Or do I look forward to, I have a date tonight, it's required. I get home and watch Empire. It's the season finale. Melanin dominant individuals, how are we managing? How are we coping? How are we dealing? Are we staying within the confines? I mean, that was the apple. I still have the drama with the Cambridge Health Alliance and Mass ID. Quote unquote, say, this individual has seizures. I'm like, and the seizures started after doing that mind control show. And Steven Pinker, How the Mind Works, wrote a page letter to the president of MIT. And the president of MIT wrote me a letter saying, can you not volunteer for WMBR 88.1, MIT's college radio station? They didn't like the mind control content I was dealing. I mean, all I was doing was interviewing the authors of Transformation of America, the true life story of a CIA mind control slave. But how controlled are our minds? Do we see ourselves as an empire? Are you a divine energy, or must you submit to a divine energy outside of yourself as opposed to going within yourself? Melanin dominant people with a liquid pineal gland. Do we play by the rules? Oh, I need to pay the rent. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You gotta have a J.O.B. to be with me. Is it about the dead slaveholders and the rent? Or are you more divine and spiritual than that? Are you going to continue to be used, abused, and manipulated by all of the media that you ingest? Or will you operate outside of the normal operations, delve deeper into your imagination, deeper into your thought processes and make things happen? Are we gonna let's get it on? And or is it just too superstitious? Wow. Are you gonna walk by faith, not by sight? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Or are you gonna have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, raise up your self-esteem, your self-confidence? I've been your host, Brother R.A. This is unsurpassable justice. Unsurpassed. Boop.